everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
It's Kane York, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a three-time Pro Bowler, owner of over 35,000 passing yards in 11 seasons, the veteran Andy Dalton. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, they'll run with Bettis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll snag about 5 yards down at the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. Now we give up the middle to Bettis. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jerome Bettis taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. Leading them out will be the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 29, the dynamic Steve Young.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Young now from the 50. And this one quickly to Lamb. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. CeeDee Lamb, 50 yards. And the Cardinals Cardinals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 7-7, our score after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And out of the air, Dalton. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
He finds his man, complete. That's done. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Got a man, it's Michael Irvin. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Bettis on the draw. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle they run with Bettis. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and pound it with a big back Bettis. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerome Bettis with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Young's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing, Young. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw again on second down. Young. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Again, it's Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, certainly.
So that challenge, a successful one. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Steve Young. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the red zone now, Young. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Bettis. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that nice little drive brewing right here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A run. This is Bettis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A carry now for Bettis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerome Bettis, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to take the lead. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And this will be a touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, now It's free. Hill fumbled it. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Bettis. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerome Bettis punching it in from a yard away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted,
they're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the run.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jerome Bettis taking it in from 4 yards out. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Young's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
It's game time!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Let's go now!
2nd down and 3. Here's Steve Young. He's got a man, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll throw again. Young. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. York now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. One side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.